remember when Moon Knight was like rumored to be in this film, like years ago?
I don't, but that's a stupid idea. I love Moon Knight. Like, he does not belong in this movie.
Oh yeah, but that's how long we've been covering this freaking movie.
That's crazy.
How do you feel about Brave New World this week? I do want you to share that review that you sent me, because that really gauged my viewpoint.
Which review did I send you?
Remember when I think it was Robert Meyer Burnett did the one?
Oh yeah, he was like, okay, and he basically said, don't expect Winter Soldier, but it is a good movie. And that's the kind of thing I think is so important to hear before you see the movie, because expectations could kill a movie. Like, you know, if you have super high expectations for something and it doesn't deliver, you're going to be disappointed no matter what. Kind of like MJ, you know, whatever her quote was in No Way Home. But that's a terrible way to be excited for a movie. So you gotta find a happy medium. And I think this movie needs to be good. It doesn't need to be Winter Soldier. I'm starting to have concerns about Thunderbolts though. But you know, we're here to talk about Brave New World first and foremost. I think Brave New World is going to be a good movie. I'm worried about and Derpy touched on this, I'm worried about the Hulk, the Red Hulk, being a disappointment for a lot of people. I personally, I was never looking forward to this movie because of Red Hulk. Like, yeah, it's cool. It'll be it'll make for a cool 4-minute action scene. But I do think it's going to be a problem for a lot of people if the 4-minute runtime rumor is true, considering he's all over the marketing. They just launched a new, to the extent of the fact that they just launched a new Sam Wilson Captain America run, and the cover looks like the poster for the movie. It's got Red Hulk on it, and I don't know. It's a big bait and switch if he's not in more than 4 minutes in the movie. But having said that, and I don't like what they're doing with Sabra. And I don't like that people are complaining about this movie because of Sabra or because Sam Wilson is Captain America. And you all know that. We've touched on this. We've spoken about it basically every time we talk about this movie. But Sam Wilson's a great character. And I think that this movie needs to cement him as the new Captain America for the MCU. And Sam Wilson has been Captain America in the comics in a lot of stories, and it works. He's a good character. Anthony Mackie does a good job of playing Sam Wilson. So that's why when people tell me Sam Wilson shouldn't be Cap, I don't really like him as a character, I call it BS, because listen, I'm a harsh critic, okay? And I will tell you if a character is overrated. Sam Wilson is not that guy. Do not play that game with me, because I will smoke you. He's a dope character. I don't know I don't like what Anthony Mackie said as the actor. And I do understand that that's going to rub fans the wrong way. And it's a little different than someone saying something random on Twitter 4 years ago that has nothing to do with the role, because his comment was part of the promotion for the movie and it was about the character he's playing. So I do understand that people don't like that. I hate that comment. I don't think I can hate that comment more than I do. But at the same time, he didn't make that comment as Captain America, and we should be able to judge the movie on its own merit with that comment aside. You want to hold it against Anthony Mackie? Fair game. I don't think it's fair to hold that comment against the movie, though.
So I am very excited for this, bro. And I'm on the same as you. The Red Hulk is never the reason why I was so hype about this. And I could care less if he's in for 5 or 10. And from all the scenes that we've gotten, it does seem like he's in the final battle. And it does seem like he makes that turn to Red Hulk towards the end. A thing that fans have to understand, this movie isn't long. It's 1 hour and 59. So it's going to feel different. I do feel like a lot of fans are so used to the 2 hours and 30-minute movies that they feel that I don't think it's gonna, even if it is 5 minutes, I don't necessarily think it's gonna feel like that because like I remember like whenever I watched the first Avengers film, right? The Shatari realistically is only in the movie for the last like 15 of the film or the last like half hour. But when you're watching
That's
Avengers, you if
a long time. If you like a half hour of a 2.5 hour movie is 20% of the movie. That's a
yes,
significant
well,
number.
well, hold on. Let me just finish because that is not the example. Watch this. So they were in the movie for like the last half hour. That's long. Now, when you go to Ultron, bro was in the movie the whole time. Okay, and okay, cool. Another villain that we are used to at the end of the film. Then we go to even Avengers Infinity War, right? Thanos is in the movie the whole freaking time, like the whole time.
Like
Then
32 minutes, I think exactly.
yeah,
I know my fucking run times.
yeah, he was in there for a minute, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, by the way, best performance ever. And then we go to Avengers Endgame where Thanos is kind of like in and out. Like that movie's more focused on the Avengers themselves, obviously. And so like but a lot of us as fans, we are so used to these long run times, and I do think it's going to be structured in a different way. But a lot of people have to understand. I think that the relationship that we need to focus on is Thunderbolt Ross and Sam. I think that's going to be the biggest thing because when you read the synopsis, the main thing that they talk about is that he wants Sam to reinitiate the Avengers, and that's where I think a lot of the conversations are going to be. And the real villain of the movie is Giancarlo Esposito's character and the leader, which they've been very little with their press about. And so those are the two characters that I'm really interested in seeing because obviously the leader is going to have something behind this. And we haven't seen him since the first Hawk film, right? Yeah, we have seen him for a minute. So I think that we're going to be shocked by what we're going to see when it comes to the villain. But as in the trailers, there's only one shot I didn't like was when Sam was getting beat up by one of the henchmen. I hated that scene. But like I saw this one scene where he freaking did like a side flip and kicked the shield and it bounced off the wall, hit the dude in the head, and came back to his hands. That was crazy. I really am liking the Falcon guy. His suit is also awesome. I forget his name, but Falcon seems cool. And the freaking mask Jerry with the A on top. Oh, just count me in, bro. Count me in. And I will forever say this. I think America has the dopest color combos. So I mean, like Captain America, and we gotta talk about this. He has consistently had one of the best costumes of all time. And we're not talking like Iron Man because that's all CGI, you know what I mean? But I'm talking like actual costumes. Captain America has been consistently great. And I love the dark costume. And I'm happy. And Anthony Mackie talked about it, saying how he hated the white cow like over him because he said
I'm like the only person that liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you like the white cow?
It looked like it was like Nike flying it or Adidas Prime.
Oh,
that
that's
was
terrible.
So cool to me.
That's actually an interesting thing I never thought about.
Yeah,
it does give like a Nike vibe. Yeah, but I like the goggles more. But and then in that freaking trailer that is shown, his helmet is nanotech. So that's also excuse me. I liked that also. So there's a lot of things that they're really like cooking with, man. So
the goggles
I'm excited
also
to see this.
make sense. Like I used to snowboard like heavy, and you need goggles because when you are going at high speeds, the air in your eyes, like you're going to end up closing your eyes and not being able to see. So it makes sense. It doesn't make sense when you think that like Superman and Sentry and these characters don't wear goggles when they're flying. Like,
100%, bro. 100%. And like, if you guys ever had a snowboard, you need them goggles, bro. Like, the snow be flying in your eyes, bro. It's no joke. It really is no joke.
And the wind, like, you're flying down the mountain, like that wind is coming in your eyes. So, if you're flying, it's only going to be that much more intense. But listen, I think this movie's going to be good. I think 2-hour runtime is probably a good thing for this movie. We are kind of getting used to like movies being 2.5 hours. It feels like every big movie over the past like 5 years has been 2.5 hours, and they're kind of scaling that back. They did it with Deadpool and Wolverine. They're doing it with this. I'm curious. I feel like Thunderbolts is going to be 2 hours and 15, give or take. More characters, or maybe not. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was like 2 hours, so maybe I'm wrong there. I think Fantastic Four will probably come closer to 220, 230. But yeah, I think this movie is going to be good, and I'm excited about it. I think that, Marvel movies are different than most movies because a lot of these movies has like a shared universe objective aside from that. Fantastic
Yeah.
Four has the objective of needing to establish the Fantastic Four as like the new premier characters of the MCU. This movie needs to successfully land Sam Wilson as Captain America, and I think the Thunderbolts. I think the team just needs to win people over because people don't really know what to expect with them.